All right, so guys, today, real quick, we're gonna run about a 10-minute training. I'm gonna ask that you silence your phone before we get rolling. All right, so I don't have to give anybody the look of death. This training is the one that we're gonna put on next week's episode. Okay, so if you wanna skip the training next week, it's cool, because you're gonna go through it today. But what we are gonna talk about is next day or bust, guys, okay? General rule of thumb here, a healthy install rate at Safe Haven Security that you wanna try for is 80%. That's gonna sound weird, but it's the truth. The reason is we want you selling 4 out of 5 that install and maybe one that falls off. That shows us that you're influencing people's decision making. Does that make sense? People are telling you not right now, you're saying, oh yes ma'am, right now. We can't stop them from canceling, but we're influencing in their moment the decision. Okay, in that moment, we are getting them to do things that we want done on our terms, not theirs. Okay, and at the end of the day, that's what sales is about, is getting people to see our perspective and we influence their decision making. And that comes down also when we talk about install rates. A lot of times what I see people do is they'll maintain control really good through pulling credit and through getting the deal closed. And the second you have got a passing credit score, you release all control back to the homeowner. When would you like to get installed? Hey, we offer installs every day except Sunday. You turn into customer service and you leave your sales, but the sale's not over. The most important part is getting it in, because that's how we get paid. And once you have that passing credit score, a lot of times I see immediately control be tossed from you to the homeowner, right? When would you like to get this installed? What day fits your schedule best? Guys, don't release control there. We don't ever release control, okay? You get back in the car, give control to somebody else. That's when it's over, okay? So we maintain control even when we assign install dates, all right? And there's a couple different ways you can go about it. Find your style. Some people aren't as authoritative, they're more consultative. So there's a couple different ways we're gonna cover real quick, okay? And again, this isn't a skill that we gotta spend 20, 30 minutes diving into. Guys, this is a 5-minute deep dive. Find out which one works for you. Try all 4 of them until you figure out which one hits for you, okay? So, before I get into it, the reason I'm teaching this skill is how I want to show you how important it is. We've done a lot of research for you guys, because we also want to figure out how to boost our install rate as a company. And what we see is this: for every day after you close it that it gets pushed out, it is 10% less likely that it even goes in. You're giving them extra time for buyer's remorse to come, for a competitor to stop by, for them to receive another offer in the mail, for their realtor to say, why did you do that? I have a person for you with another offer. There's too many things. There can be a review that they read that comes into the equation. A hot water heater can go bad and now they don't have the finances to do it. There's too many things that can go wrong the more time goes on, okay? So after day 1, guys, we're at 90%. After 2 days, 80%, which is still healthy. Anything beyond 48 hours, the reason I want you guys to get my approval for it is I want to try to push for you to get it back in, let them understand that this is a reward for being proactive, so we're not going to put it off till the weekend. They didn't put off their cable install or their home internet install. They got those done first available. These people are taking time off work to get stuff done to set the house up. And to be honest with you, we can offer in the next 48 hours, we can offer them 6 different slots. We're going to find something that works. If they don't get home till 5, we're going to call the tech and say, would you mind arriving at 5? All right, the techs want it in too, so they'll play ball with us. But you guys got to be a little more authoritative and not give away control when it's time to schedule the install, okay? 4 different ways to do it. Number 1, you go fishing during the sale. You guys got any big plans these next couple days? Nah, I took off this week just to kind of get the house situated back up. Okay, so they're here tomorrow. There's no work excuse coming when I set up the next day install. And then that, in 10 minutes, sounds like this. I noticed you guys said that you had the week off, so you're getting the house set up. I'll have my tech here tomorrow morning. Is 8 better or noon? It's an alternative choice about tomorrow. You're picking one of my install slots tomorrow. Okay? So it's the way you ask, but you're asking that way because you were told work's not an objection for my install. Because you went fishing for information. Well, she works from home, so she'll be here all week, but I actually have to go back to Mississippi to put our old stuff away, so I'll be gone, but she'll be here for you guys. So you'll see that a lot. You want to go fishing throughout your walkthrough, collecting data for when you're going to get it installed. Okay, so that's method 1. You go fishing to see if it's even going to be a problem, or if it's going to be a natural alternative choice when you ask for the next day install. Okay? So number one, go fishing. Number two, guys, the only requirements for the new homeowners program is number one, you must be the new owner. Number two, you need to put our ADT deterrent signs somewhere visible on the premises. And number three, because you're in the new homeowners program, it's required that you guys do a priority install within the next 48 hours. We have had issues with thieves targeting new move-ins. We try to get you guys in as soon as possible. I can actually have somebody here tomorrow if that works for you guys. What time's better, 8 or noon? Okay, so you kind of let them know that because of this program, we have to get it in within the next 48 hours. Then all of a sudden it's, oh, no sweat, I get home at 4, or hey, can you get off work a little bit early tomorrow? And all of a sudden they're able to do it, right? All right, number 3, bargaining. If then. Hey gang, look, I know you guys have a hectic schedule, right? Because like you said, you don't get off work till 4 o'clock tomorrow. But if you can get here right after work tomorrow and I have a technician in the area, I'll throw in a smoke and heat detector to get you a little bit back from the insurance, as long as you can get it installed for me tomorrow. It only takes a couple hours. Bargain. I'll trade, if I'm under 8 points, I just traded a smoke and heat, right? I just traded $30 to guarantee a next day install. If I'm trying to secure a bonus at the end of the month, this becomes a lot more important, this skill right here. Hey guys, look, I know you got a lot going on. If I can get you guys to go ahead and move forward with your new homeowners program today, not only will the activation fee be taken care of, but I'll put the gift card on top of it just to take care of a couple of months there for you. Bargaining. It's the same for the next day install. It's just a skill. We're going to use it for the install just like we do for closing the deal. All right? So bargaining. You can either go fishing to find out if the schedule dictates that they are already available so they can't lie to you when it's time to get the next day. You can tell them it's a requirement. You can simply trade this for that. If you guys, I have a tech in the area tomorrow, so if you guys can get installed for me so I don't have to pay them double mileage to come back to the zip code twice, I'll get you out of the activation fee because I don't have to pay them to drive to your house and somebody else's in the same zip code on different days. If you can help me out by getting installed after the neighbor, there won't be any activation fee as well. All right, so bargaining. Make them feel like, if I get that done tomorrow, I'm getting a hookup. They'll bite, right? Okay, last thing is, you've tried all 3. It doesn't work, right? And she's a single parent, and she's a nurse, and she works nights, and my God, by the grace of God, I just happened to catch her today. Then don't next day install. Put it for Saturday. Turn your rapport all the way up. And let's hope that I'm wrong about these stats. Because that's all you can do. Guys, there are going to be situations where, man, you can't. But your first priority after pulling credit is to set a next day install. And the only thing that should stop you is it's just not possible. Because you went fishing and they've told you that they're slammed at work the rest of the week and that the weekends are the only time you're going to catch them. So next Saturday, just like this Saturday, is the only time you'll find them. When you understand that. And when you've tried to throw it in as a requirement and they're like, well, look, man, I can't do it. Do you have anybody that's over the age of 18 that you trust? They're trying, I really hate to call my boss, but I'll call my boss. Then you just don't. But you should exhaust every opportunity to guarantee your money. And that's what this training's about, guys. Live in the 90. Live in the 90. All right. Who here wants to accept 60% of their money? Joke's on you. You already are because you're an American, right? We're taxed. That's a shot at you, Uncle Sam. No. Guys, in all seriousness, this is a skill that will make you better. Imagine if to get to the 15, you only had to write 16 instead of 20 or 22. That's what this skill dictates. That's why today's training is a little important. Rewatch it. It's only 10 minutes, I hope. I hope I stay within 10 minutes. I hope Paul remembered to take pictures and didn't get entranced in the training with everybody. I saw him going around filming some A and some B-roll. Guys, if you want to, who wants to go learn how to recruit? Anybody? No? Cool. I mean, because you'll be asked to go out there and actually do it. All right, so just, okay, if you guys want to go, then we're going to go do a live training for that before I get out of town. But other than that, you guys had a hell of a day yesterday, all right? 6? Like, come on. Come on, something's brewing here. All right, come on.